Good morning. So today's July 14th, and I have here the amazing Daisies banana cream. So I posted a video of this about a week ago, and it was just starting to bloom. And so now I think this is the most glorious stage of the amazing Daisies banana cream's life so far. It's got that, like, I think when it first opened, you can see a couple of them that are freshly opened. They're a bit more darker yellow, more like a buttery yellow. And now they turn to that sort of creamy white, which I love. So this, to me, these are the favorite stage here in the coloring of the daisies. And so I'll go back a little bit so you can see the full view of the plant. And I love it because, like, if you can look here, you can see that, sorry about the noise, the neighbors are out. It's a nice day today. I've got like one here, two, three, four, five stems here. So this is one stem right here from the root. You can see one stem. And look the amount of flowers that's on the single stems. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, packed with 5 flowers on it. And this one here is a little bit bigger. It's also one single stem, and you can see that it also packs about 5 or 6 flowers as well. So in here there's only 5 stems of flowers, and look how full and lush it is. And when I planted last year, it was just literally a couple stems, and it's grown so much since then. Now this one didn't grow as much, perhaps because of the location. It's too close to the maple, so it's not getting as much nutrients and water. This one as well is not too bad, and again, perhaps because it's too close to the other plants that's sucking away its nutrients and it's not able to flourish. But this one, on the other hand, is close to so many other plants, and yet it's still doing very, very well. And you can kind of see that it's a little bit behind the other two, right? So there's lots of new blooms that are gonna come up, but they haven't opened up as full yet. So I can't wait to see that as well. And I've got another one here. It was a single stem, and it didn't grow that big. Perhaps it's too close to my hydrangea here, so it probably needs to be fed a little bit more. So I've got one stem here, but there's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a little baby bud coming up, 5. So 5 flowers on one single stem. So that's just really, to me, that's amazing. There's proven winners. My favorite plant brand, and you can see it needs full sun. It's supposed to grow to about 15 to 18 inches high. So this, to me, is about 15 inches, not 18, but about 15, a little under 15 inches perhaps. But it's just a really, really lovely plant. And if you look close, it's supposed to be quite, like, if you look at the tag, it says that it's got 4 to 5 inches lemon yellow flowers, and then it's a vigorous perennial, which it is, shows that it's very vigorous, right? With so many stems come up with so many flower blooms. Disease resistant, which is true. Dark green foliage, which is also true, except that it's supposed to be disease resistant, which is also true. But if you look at my plant here, do you see how it's being eaten by something? So like here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, I have, in my part of the city where I live, in Toronto, it's being invaded by a Japanese beetle at this time of the year. So this could be the result of that, or it could be snails and slugs as well. So I'm not sure. So perhaps tonight I'm gonna go outside and see if I can see snails or slugs or bugs that are doing this, and see if I can treat it somehow. But anyway, it doesn't seem to bother the plant at all, though. It's still so vigorous, even though it's being eaten by bugs, right? So you can see, like, this one as well. Look at the little holes throughout here. Yeah, but anyway, it doesn't seem to be bothered by it. It's still blooming fine. But I know if you look at the leaf, the flower here, you can see that it's being eaten by something, and that's probably the Japanese beetle. I've seen it on these blooms. and eating away at the petals. But anyhow, it doesn't seem to be bothered very much by it. So it's a really such a lovely plant, and I can't wait to see it fill up like this one fills up, and then becomes like a drift here along here. So it's just really beautiful. And then behind it, I've got the crystal blue salvia from also proven winners, and I've got 1, 2, 3, and then I've got a single stem here that I just recently split. And this one was dug up by some squirrel, and it was uprooted, and I didn't see it until it was too late, so it's dying back. But I quickly put it back into soil and covered it with soil, so hopefully it will bounce back. But this is the second flush of blooms that it has put out, and I already cut it back. So I'm gonna eventually let that fade out, cut it back, and then let it put out fresh blooms again. So and I love these salvias. They're a really early bloomer in the season, so I enjoyed it. So this is like a drift that I had here, and then I also had some more over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is again second stage of its bloom. So second set of flowers that it put out. So I'm going to cut that back and then let the third flush of blooms come out. But I love it. So before when the tulips come out, before all these daisies come out, I get a flush of these salvia that come out, and it's like that beautiful crystal blue, which is the name. And maybe the next time I have it in full bloom, I'll do a video on these again, because I don't think I've done any video on these. But this is the highlight here right now, the daisies, aside from the bobo hydrangea, which we can talk about as well. But yeah, it's just a really lovely sight. So I'll move back a bit so you can see. There it is, the daisies. Anyhow, so I'm gonna stop the video right now, and you have yourself a wonderful rest of the day. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and hit the notification button so that when I post another video, you'll be able to get notified directly to it. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. So you have yourself a wonderful, lovely rest of the day. And I will talk to you the next time. Thank you. Bye-bye now.